Live Color is here to the rescue for people like myself who are severely color challenged. I might be good at coming up with one color scheme and then I am completely done. Fortunately, if I select all of my artwork here, you see that we have a new icon that appears in our control panel called Recolor Artwork. So let me slide this over a little bit, and I'm going to initialize Live Color by clicking on it. This dialog box appears, and it really helps you out because what I can do is click this button here to get the colors from the selected artwork. Those colors are now here. Now what I can do is, if I want to save this particular color group, I can click this icon and I can double click and rename it Hamster Vice Logo. And I'll go ahead and put 1 here so I know this is my first version. What I can also do is I can now start to play around with the colors that I have here by choosing this button here to edit those active colors. Once again, let me just go ahead and move this over a little tiny bit so you can see everything. Now, this is our color wheel, and these guys here are color stops or color markers, and what they allow you to do is to move them around and change how some of the colors in your artwork look. A great way to keep the harmony that you may have created in your colors is to click this link icon right here, and you can link the harmony colors. Now when I move the main color, all of the other colors follow suit and try to keep a harmony going no matter what variation I select. Once again, this is a great thing for somebody like me who was pretty much stuck the first time they come up with a color combination. Now I might like that a lot, so I can go ahead and click to add this to my bin over here, and I can double click and rename it Logo 2, for example. So I have 2 choices that I can choose when I want to present it to a client if I want. So I can unlock this once again, and I can move these guys around. I can also click on one of these markers and get rid of it. Or I can add to it. So I can click on this guy and select one to delete it, and I can add a marker anywhere I want to. I can also adjust the saturation and the brightness with this guy here, which is very helpful. And I can also click this guy to show the saturation on the color wheel itself. I can also display my color wheel in different ways here. So what I can do is click on here to show a segmented version of this wheel, and I can show some bars and then randomize by clicking this guy here and get a really cool Super Friends thing going on. This week on the Super Friends, remember the logo used to change colors? Maybe I'm actually showing my age a little bit too much, but anyway. So I can go back to any color I want, and I can use the sliders as well to change whatever selected marker or color stop I have. It's a really great tool. I can also click here to choose from some libraries. So I can go to Art History, I can choose Celebration. I'll go to Art History and choose Baroque. And now I have a really cool effect applied to my logo for me. So I don't really have to worry too much about my own sensibilities as far as color, which I have none, by the way. I think I mentioned that. And I can save this once again to the bin. Once I'm finished with all this stuff here, and I've played around with this button here to show my saturation, or I use my brightness on this guy here, and I'm happy, I can click OK. And then I can save the changes to the logo, and I can say yes. Now when I go to my swatches, I can extend it a little bit, and I can see that I have some of these color groups that I selected. Here's Hamster Vice Logo 2, here's Hamster Vice Logo 1, and I can use any of these colors at any time in my logo. So Live Color is going to be a lifesaver for people who really get stuck when it comes to the coloring portions of creating artwork.